Hello, thank you for your purchase of a Trojan2 Noise Nuisance Recorder. Let's take a look at what you've received. You have your accessories pouch, you have your weatherproof non-branded rucksack, and then inside the box we have the good stuff. So here we have our Trojan2 Noise Nuisance Recorder and our accessories, which at a later date you can pop inside the accessories pouch. Let's take a look inside the Trojan kit case and look at exactly what's inside. So we have our sound level meter, our acoustic calibrator, our preamp, the attached cradle. We have two remote control fobs. When setting up your Trojan, a sensible thing to do to ensure you have backup battery is to switch it on here at the side before we plug it in. So when I hold this down, the screen will come to life. So, and whilst it's doing that, let's put together other elements of it. So we'll take our preamp that's already attached to the cradle. Now if you can do this part, you're going to be absolutely golden using this equipment. So you can match the pins up with the connection points, or you can just give them a little slide. It'll pop into place like so. Once we've done that, we're going to tighten the nut here like this, and we've attached our preamp. And I promise you, if you're able to do that part, everything else is easy. We're now going to take the windshield, we're just going to pop that on there to protect the microphone capsule. Place it down. Now I've attached the preamp. You can see the numbers on the screen, and this looks a little bit more like a sound level meter. So what do we need to do next? Well, I like to keep things straightforward here at Cirrus. So even though we have 8 buttons on the instrument here, it's only really the 3 under the screen that we need to be concerned about. But as I've turned this on, and I'm using the backup batteries, there are 4 AA's in the back of here. Just remove the screw here and you can replace them. They should give you 12 hours of monitoring in case there's a power cut inside the property. But I can also take a little glance at the top and I can see that I have a full battery charge for my backups. So that's just good to know. Now though, I'm going to take the power cable. I'm just going to plug this into a standard wall socket. This uses about the same energy as a television if it's left on standby. And now that I've done that, I can see that I've got the mains power icon at the top of the screen, so that's super. Well, I'm now going to take my preamp, which is attached to the cable, and I'm now going to attach it to the tripod that I taken out of the case, like so. Take the base and just connect like this. And that's all we need you to do. You can extend the legs if you wish, depending on the environment that you're in, and of course you can tighten it here to make sure that it doesn't move. So we've placed this on our tripod. The next thing we're going to do, and this is important, we're going to calibrate the instrument. I'm going to calibrate the instrument inside the tenant's home. You are welcome to check this in the office to ensure that everything's working correctly beforehand, but you absolutely, unequivocally, every single time have to calibrate the equipment when it's inside the person's home. Calibration verifies that the equipment is working correctly. This is the acoustic calibrator. There's a soft top button here at the top. If I press that, you'll see it light up. You can probably hear a calibration tone. So that's 93.7 decibels at 1 kilohertz. I have a dual calibrator, so if I press it twice, that's 114 decibels. That's useful for our dose badge products. But for the Trojan, I just need you to press it once. There is a hole here at the bottom of the calibrator. And if you want to be really clever, that's called a calibrator cavity. But to everybody else in the world, it's just a hole. We have the 3 buttons underneath the screen, and above those buttons are the words Start, Menu, and Calibrate. Now we need to calibrate this product, and you can probably guess that I'm going to press the button that says Calibrate. So when I press that, this little blue screen will appear. Once I've done that, I can take my preamp, remove the windshield, take my acoustic calibrator, place it on top like so, press that soft top button, and then the tone is being emitted. The microphone capsule can hear that, and what we're waiting for is to settle at 93.7 decibels with a small offset allowed either side. And once it says OK, as it does now, I simply press the button underneath the word OK, remove the calibrator, switch it off to save those batteries, pop the windshield back on, and then we're going to position this somewhere appropriate. A little bit more on that shortly. Now, to start the measurement, all we need you to do with this equipment is literally press the button underneath the word start. When you can see that red circle spinning at the top of the screen, everything that this instrument is capable of doing, parameter monitoring wise, it is now doing. It will record audio when the tenant interacts with it, but all parameters, LAQs, LAF max, LC peaks, LN values, everything is being monitored as soon as you press start. We do not require you to do any programming. Once you see that red circle spinning, congratulations, you're up and running. We're now going to close the kit case, like so, like so. Spin this around so you can see it a little bit better. And now I have my padlock. This is one of those padlocks where you pop the code in yourself, you create the code. Please remember it. When you have the code and you're happy you've opened up the padlock, simply place it on here, lock your padlock, and you're away to go. The reason we ask you to lock the kit case is that if you don't, the tenants will open it up to have a little look inside, as you likely already know.